Sunday. Our older dogs are 50% off for 4 months and older. But our big announcement is today we are announcing here the kickoff of our 26th day Tour for Life, which is our annual national cooperative mobile adoption event that we have 2 units crossing the country. And the shelter partners in 66 cities, 38 states, or all across the country. And the goal is to promote animal adoption and find them homes all across the country, not just here in the New York area.
So let's be our dogs. Okay, so who you want?
Well, this is Jackson. He's 9 weeks old. It's a Shepherd Lab mix, rescued from Arkansas. This is Lucy. She is a Hound Lab mix, also rescued from Arkansas. And this one over here is Rhodey. That is the Chihuahua mix, and he flew in from Louisiana. And right down there, that Lucy, and she is a Hound Pig mix off of Arkansas. So we believe people, in the South, they don't spay and neuter because it's not as common as it is up north. So you end up with a lot of overpopulation. Not intentional, but we have rescue partners that will go out and work with them and get those animals from municipal shelters and out of high-risk situations and transport them up north and find them homes in this area.
People like the Shepherd done, the rescue's done.
They can come to our Washington campus and they can be available for adoption beginning today.
Just meet the parents too. You got to choose me. You need to.
Absolutely. And we think we'll do it in one day, the adoptions.
Brian, what are they taking home?
Vice President the United States Law. Good morning, everybody. We've got a ton to get for
Good morning, I'm David Farida. I'm surprised it is only Thursday because it's going to be next Thursday. There's been a lot of news, but you're on American News, we're going to take you through it. So these negotiations we mentioned, they're going to take place in Pakistan, and the goal is a diplomatic path forward. Their success or failure could hinge on the Strait of Hormuz. That's the key waterway that's so smooth. Meanwhile, President Trump warning.
Brenda, how you doing?
With a legal prosecution and destruction of an already substantially depleted enemy will remain in place in and around until such time as the real agreement reached is fully complied.
So what's going on with you, Brenda? Anything? How's things down there? Weather down there in Florida? Still a bit chilly here and overcast, but it is what it is. I can't change it.
It looked like something churned out by AI. The first input proposal was something that was submitted. I think frankly it was probably written by ChatGPT and it was submitted to Paul and Jared Kushner. That came with the garbage and was rejected. There was a second input proposal that was much more recent. That's where we're at. Ben is now on deck for his biggest assignment as vice president so far, leading these peace talks in Pakistan Saturday. President Trump will be watching from the U.S., where he is still stewing about military allies that left us hanging during that big hearing. President Reagan, NATO wasn't there when we needed them, and they won't be there when we need them again. Remember Greenland, that big, fully run piece of ice. The man NATO sent to try to keep the U.S. invested in smart Utah. Now talking about his private chat with the president yesterday. He's clearly disappointed, and many
see his point. But at the same time, I was also important to the fact that the large majority of the nations has been
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
just so
Here are using to describe epic theory are in the past, like an
What's up, Paul?
its military objectives, but President Trump still is not going to pull any until a peace deal is reached or not.
Okay, Peter Philippi there, thank you so much, and now let's go to Trey Gainey, latest from Philippi. Hi, Trey.
Is their side acting up again?
Yeah. Doesn't want to bring in the feed, which makes me wonder, is the feed live?
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Brenda, Joel, David? Told you, David, you better start working your way up to trying to pedal 26 miles, bro. better get punch you a base for that thing and turn it into a stationary bike for practice.
The IDF said they took out a top Hezbollah official identified as the personal secretary of Secretary General Naim Qassem. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying this yesterday about the operation's goals.
we have more goals to we'll achieve them either by agreement or by agreement. We are prepared to return fighting at any necessary. Our finger is on.
Israel preparing for a variety of contingencies in the days ahead as international attention remains in the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, 4 different vessels were able to pass through this area. According to initial reports, these were not oil tankers, but container ships. Today, there are questions about how many vessels were able to get through. As Vice President J.D. Vance issued a last night, the Iranian regime.
Iranians come to the table seriously. We've seen some signs they're going to do that. We've seen some signs bravado. Fundamentally, we're in a good spot. They're reopening the straits. We have a ceasefire. Frankly, if they break there into the bargain, then they're going to see some serious consequences.
The Vice President speaking very clearly there about the negotiations that are set to take place this weekend in Islamabad, Pakistan. He'll be joined by Special Envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. Bill Dennis.
Trey, thank you, and now let's get to Bill over at Ford.
Okay, because what did you think, Dana? I want audience to think about 4 or 5 things on this first map here. Number 1, the country of Oman, and then UAE, and then Iran over here, and in between this area is the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so that's the balance that we look at right now. This is what we believe happened in the Strait of Hormuz in the past 24 hours. April 7th, April 8th, today's the 9th of April. I count 10, maybe 11 cargo ships and tankers that have gone through the Strait of Hormuz. What you see in green are those entering the Strait of Hormuz. What you see in yellow is those exiting. On a day when the war starts 29 days ago, you would have 100 ocean liners going to the Strait of Hormuz. Remember, 24 hours.
It got it working now.
That's working now.
Yep, Brenda. David.
Oh man. I saw you uploaded. You got some ships this morning.
Yeah.
Saw you uploaded a video a little while ago. Ah, there a lot of traffic today on the river or no?
No. Very scarce. David went for a bike ride and his legs are hurting today.
Yeah, I know. He's talking about riding 26 miles on that thing. I'm like, dude, you better practice for a little bit.
That's right. You better work them muscles.
You'll wake up the next morning and find muscles you didn't know you had. But it needs to, you need to make sure too, it's got a comfortable seat because that's a long ass ride. I'll tell you, some bike seats hurt your ass.
Having done it yet, it doesn't look like it. The volume of traffic going through the street is much, much lower than it was before. It was much, much lower than what people expected it to be when the ceasefire was announced. And so I think what we're seeing here is
Philip, good morning. Sitting in the Atlantic airport waiting to board the plane to West Palm Beach for South Florida drone meetup. Y'all have a great morning.
Okay, Philip's
Wow,
heading
you're
for
flying
this-
into West Palm? Woo. I hope you got a good deal on that.
That's where a lot of people are today, down there in South Florida.
And if I had a longer weekend, I'd probably go down there, but I'm not going down there. I only got 2 days off this weekend. I had like a 3-4 day weekend. I'd probably go down there and see everybody, but I'm not trying to waste one of my days off going all the way down there driving a bit. I hate being in a damn car anyway. Riding the bus enough throughout the day that makes me not want to ride in the damn car anyway.
well, it looks like the radio machine is trying to ship gold here. So what
Had a safe flight there, Philip.
Iran's most lethal terror proxy, which by the way still hundreds of Americans are going to ask, not just thousands of Israelis. Americans have been targets as well. Iran is concerned about Lebanon not because it has a soft spot in its heart for the long-suffering Lebanese people. It cares about Lebanon because it wants to protect its terror proxy. And that tells us something about Iran's willingness to negotiate with the United States in good faith.
Probably, Philip. I wouldn't be surprised. Where he spends the majority of his time in Florida is down at Miami. You don't really come up this way.
Oh, I thought maybe Trump was going to the South Florida meetup.
Oh, Ray would love that.
Wouldn't he?
Yeah, but then half the people there would hate it. Kind of half and half on that in the drone community, I noticed.
They know. They know.
Iran's got about 1,000 pounds of highly enriched uranium in two underground several. And one of our aims has to be
Also,
it's out in the country so that Iran can never
Philip having
the weapons program. How do we get it out? There's a couple different scenarios. I think trust.
So how's the printing going there, Justin?
That's all right. I haven't really printed nothing since yesterday. I didn't print anything yesterday.
Well,
haven't
Sarah
done
had
that.
you print a couple things for her, didn't she?
Yeah, the day before yesterday.
Did she like what you printed, or?
Yeah, it was just for a coworker's kid.
Oh, okay.
One of her friends at work. Kid wanted one of the lizards that I printed. Because there's a couple of girls at Sarah's work that have bearded dragons too. So they all got these little 3D printed bearded dragons for their desks. and one of the kids wanted one.
Speaking of
That
which, how's
printer.
Doug doing?
He's doing his thing. He hasn't really been too social the last couple of days, but he gets like that sometimes.
Does he not get social when he's starting to lose his skin, or?
Yeah, but I don't see him shedding right now. It's just sometimes they're a little reclusive, just the way they are. They'll let you know when they want attention. They'll come, they'll glass, what you call glass, or sit there and scratch on the glass and they want to come out and see you. But if they're being reclusive, it's best to just leave them be.
Let them
Let
do
'em-
their thing, huh?
Yeah, because there's a reason probably why they're doing it. It's usually some kind of reason. Yeah, and what sucks now, Joel, is like all these people are doing meetups now in Vegas and everything else. You kind of got to decide which one do you want to go to because it's hard to afford to just go to one, let alone a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, and which one is closest for you?
There's some people that can afford to go to all of them, but it's hard enough for most people to plan to go to one, let alone multiples. Is that one in Vegas? I guess from what they were saying is getting pretty big. I guess that one's starting to get pretty
Well, they
popular.
have the meetup in Vegas at the same time that they have the big show going on there at the convention center for electronics, right?
I don't know if it was at the same time.
I think it's the same time. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but you got to be invited to that. They just don't let anybody go in there though. Usually, you got to have some kind of. You got usually have some kind of way of getting in there.
Good morning, JDS.
Because they usually
Giggles.
only give tickets to that to usually pretty big creators.
Does Giggles have to work today, or is he going off to the South Florida meetup?
I have no idea. Well, it's technically not till this weekend, so everybody's just flying in early. Some people are coming in a few days early. So there's a lot of guys that will stay like a week, even though the meetup's only one day. Because
Like
they'll have
Johnny
all
went
their.
down early.
Well, yeah, but it's also going to take him. It took him almost a whole day to drive down here too. But a lot of people will go to the main meetup, but then they have all their own little like get-togethers, or they'll meet up somewhere throughout the week. So they do other stuff besides that. So a lot of them will come in and stay for like a week. There's some guys that'll come in and stay for 2, 3 weeks.
Morning, Lance. How you doing? No, I never heard of the guy.
Nah, TJ, if I had a longer weekend, I'd go, but
Hey, did you see in the
I don't.
news today?
I don't feel like spending a
They
whole day
showed
gone from the house.
a bus that got hit by a school bus that was hit by a train.
Yeah, I was down here in Florida.
And the crusty old gal that was driving says before that it was recorded, bus hell, I'm not stopping for no bus.
Yeah, and luckily it just like scraped
Clipped
the
the
bus.
back of it. Yeah.
Not even really I would say clipped it, more like scraped it enough to where it didn't really move the bus that much.
Yeah.
Like they were real lucky that it just scraped the side of the bus.
And I think they have charged her with 40 counts of child endangerment.
It was, yeah, however many kids were on there. I think it was 29 or something.
Okay.
So it was like one count for each kid. Plus she got reckless driving and something else. There was like multiple charges, but the big ones were the child endangerment charges that she got. Like that's one thing they're very strict on is crossing railroad tracks. If you don't do it correctly and you get caught, that's an automatic fire. They will fire your ass right there on the spot. They don't care. You have to do every procedure that they tell you to do when you go over those tracks. And if you're in a there's been a few times where I've seen drivers accidentally go over that were new, but it was like if they would have got caught doing that, they would have been in a lot of trouble. But it's like it's sometimes it happens by accident and it's not meant to be, some drivers just space off and don't realize, you know, because it is kind of hard. I've heard from a lot of drivers it's hard going back and forth from your car to the bus because they'll actually catch themselves stopping at the tracks in their car because they're so used to doing it. So sometimes they're spacing off. They don't realize, hey, I'm in the bus. I'm not in my car. But she blatantly knew that train was coming. That wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
And like they tell you when you go through training to be a driver or whatever, they tell you the cameras can be your best friend or they can be your worst enemy because the cameras can save your ass if a kid tries to lie on you. But if you do something stupid, that's also goes against you.
Yeah.
So you got to watch your P's and Q's and watch what you do.
Was that anywhere near you?
What's up, Lance? Nah.
Made some concerning accusations about the parents dating more to that story in my head.
Hi, Bill.
Lance is getting ready to go up to the cabin this weekend.
Yesterday, still in the harbor, they say he's being questioned in connection to the disappearance of his wife, 56-year-old Annette Booker. The arrest happened shortly after U.S. Coast Guard confirmed that officials opened a criminal investigation. Now, Brian told me she fell to the water so he stayed with the engine and was quickly swept away by strong currents. He posted on Facebook that he is heartbroken, blaming the accident. Now Lynette's daughter, Carly, tells Fox News she will take an investigation. What happened? This story does not make sense to me. Like,
JDS wants to know if it's Boston cream time yet.
Not yet, but I'm thinking about it. I bought some when I was out this morning. I always buy them 6 in a box.
You don't like any other donuts? You just be eating Boston creams. That's it.
Boston creams, that's the one.
See, I get if I want a donut because I don't eat donuts very often, but like I'll get a craving for a certain type of donut. But it could be just any type. Like I might like want a bar or some donut holes or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you what I picked up this morning.
Like, I really don't have a favorite donut per se. Like I'll eat any of them, but
tested and they failed. And I would add, it's quite sad that NATO turned their backs on the American people over the course of the last 6 weeks when it's the American people that have been doing funding.
Oh.
NATO on the government refusal to join the war in Iraq. And the alliance called yesterday very frank. The president says, quote, NATO wasn't there.
There's the box. And there's my Boston creams.
is it cheaper the more you buy of them?
No,
Uh,
that box of Boston creams was $10.
Jesus, for fucking 6 donuts? Damn.
Yep. Worth every dime.
Well, I guess it's not too bad, I guess.
It's like $1.50 a piece, I think.
It's there.
You're more like a, that's about that.
Okay,
miss my uncle.
I'm gonna indulge here shortly.
I miss my uncle's bakery, man. Back when I was a kid, used to go to Ventura for the summer, and he used to make these fucking eclairs, and these things were the size of a damn football. Give you one of those, you'd be good. It'd be breakfast right there.
Are you ready, John?
Oh, he must have Boston creams too. He's wanting to eat them with me.
Some of them view the U.S. attack on Iran as illegal under international law, and then view their support for that as illegal. That is something that we dispute. We would say that Iran attacked Israel. We're going.
Yeah, there's a mom and pop donut place in the town next to us that me and Sarah go to sometimes. I think they're like 12 or 13 a dozen, something like that. But they
Cheers,
got all
John.
kinds,
How are you doing?
yeah, all kinds of homemade donuts. Boston cream. What do you say? Maple cream bear claw. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, bear claws are pretty good.
I guess just, we don't have a ton of time, but I'm curious, would NATO want
You gotta drink a cold glass of whole milk with that.
to try to get this off?
I gotta have milk if I'm eating donuts.
With the United States, and if there's an expectation, they take off outside of Europe to go fight them.
Well, I thought it'd be dial, and it's only break up, but there's a problem in the relationship. They're trying to work. Okay, thank you, Kurt.
We found this as a near disaster for a group of kids on that school bus, clipped by a freight train.
You don't drink milk with your donuts, Paul?
No, the cream inside makes you feel like you're drinking milk.
Yeah. Can't eat donuts without milk. Jesus.
I'm gonna put these away right back. Because if I leave them sitting on the desk, I'm gonna be eating one after the other.
Coming on late, Sir TJ. Telling you, JDS, get a cold glass of whole milk or 2%. Don't go less than that because that's girly, watery milk. And dip a donut in some cold milk. I'm telling you, it's the best tasting thing ever.
Okay, I'm back. That was good, John. Yep. Thank you so much for joining me on my Boston cream morning.
It's every morning. You say that like that's once a week or something.
Well, you know, once a day. Anyway.
Boston Cream Thursdays. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, my. What's the weather supposed
If I go somewhere to get donuts, I gotta go to Krispy Kreme if it's a franchise or chain store of
Krispy
donut
Kremes?
places. Yeah, especially when you get them hot out the fryer. Oh, they're so good. They turn that little sign on in the window. It says hot and fresh or whatever, or fresh and hot or whatever it is.
It's supposed to get rain about noon and then goes away, according to the radar.
You drink that fresh milk?
Use any certified mechanic you want. Just bring your car in and Endurance will get Endurance. All major parts are covered. What I like about Endurance, they don't play games.
What's up, Ed?
Solid company.
With Endurance, your car repair costs go way down, while your car's life expectancy goes way up, allowing you to travel and pay less. Something.
Hey, Ed, how's it going?
Yeah, we ain't seen Ed in a minute.
No,
He wasn't
Ed's been
on at
busy.
all last weekend.
You
Yeah, he didn't come on at all last weekend.
Here comes Captain Joe. Joe, I thought you had to go do some more editing or something today.
No, I've got to bring the pictures today. I'm just dragging.
You get that dealership thing done or whatever?
Yeah, everything's done. All the pictures are done. I just got to bring them to them and get my money.
How far away is that to take them?
About 4 miles.
Oh,
I'm just like I said, I woke up at 6 o'clock, rolled over, woke up at 6:30, rolled over, 7 o'clock. I said, shit on this. Yeah,
What's up, Edward?
I'm dragging today. I woke up at 7:52 and hung my hand out the bed and played with the dogs. They
What's up,
come
Brenda?
running over all excited, so I played with them for about 20 minutes and then got up.
yeah, I woke up at like 6:30 and I thought, oh shit, I missed the 5 o'clock show. What the hell?
Yeah, that's funny.
A little bit of old man stupidity.
Oh, yeah, sometimes
Yes.
I'm just tired. I've been tired for the last few days.
You're not taking any vitamins?
I'm taking all of that. It's just I'm going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's my problem.
Oh, okay.
When I go to bed around 11:30, I'm fine. 10 o'clock, 11:30, I'm fine. When I'm sitting there looking at Instagram at 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm saying, shit. I've got myself into a routine I can't get out of.
Now, when you're up and down all night long, what do the pupper dogs do?
Well, I'm not up and down all night long.
He's just
you're-
laying in bed scrolling
I'm
Instagram.
laying in bed with the iPad, and at 2 o'clock, I turn it off. It's like, yeah, I got all those feeds that come through with all the jokes. I think they're pretty funny. Heard one last night that's really good. the guy asked his dad, why wasn't I called after him? He said, because after him is a funny sounding name.
What?
You didn't get it? That
No.
the boy asked his dad, why wasn't I named after you? And he said, because after you is a funny sounding name.
Yeah.
TJ like that one. That one might not be too high for TJ.
Does anybody know, is TJ working today or is he down to South Florida drone?
He's at South Florida, I guarantee you. He's been hanging out there.
I don't know
Yesterday,
if he took the days off or not.
Johnny gave him, he said he had to work till Friday. Friday he got off at 7, then he was gonna go to the every day he's
What's
working,
the-
but Friday he got off at 7, then he was gonna go to the meet and greet. And they start at like 6 or 5. So by the time he gets there, they're gonna be gone. If he went straight from work, he'd be fine. But he said, I gotta go home and clean up first. Shit, you go straight from work. I can understand me working at Pizza Hut as a GM all day. I smell like pizza, but I can't understand TJ hiding in the back, checking YouTube out, needing to go home and take a shower first, unless he's doing 2 or 3 trucks. Hey, what's up, Brenda? Ed, A, JD is John, LC's in the top. Is he come on? He ain't been coming on.
Well, see, if I was TJ, I would have just put in for a couple vacation days and took Thursday and Friday off.
He should have taken at least Friday off.
Especially if you put that shit, when you know months in advance when something is, that's a good thing because you can give your work plenty of time to figure it out.
Okay,
I
my
wasn't
dogs got
covered
me
against
trained well. They got me trained well. They're sitting over there and they just growled at me because I haven't got them their treats in the morning. So let me go make sure they got food, give them my treats, and I'll be back in 10 minutes, but I'll be still here. Take me 10 minutes to make my coffee. Let me change speakers. Okay. I got to make sure that I change my AirPods back to the regular when I go to the bathroom. I'm sure y'all don't want to hear that.
Got enough of that from Jason.
Who? Jason. Where's he at?
Yeah. No, he's not in the chat. I'm just saying he took his microphone in the bathroom a couple of times on his live streams.
That's funny. Yeah, last time I went in the bathroom, when I started to go to the bathroom, I said, "Oh shit, what speaker am I on?" I mean, which mic's on? You know.
She said that in that tape that you had that it was a 17-point swing. It's actually a 9-point swing. The last Democrat, Terry McCullough, had 49% 4 years earlier. The shows her 46 approved, 47 disapproved. And that's, the 12 points less than what she got on election day. And it is the highest disapproval rating at this point since this poll began.
No ships today, Bob? None yet?
I got one this morning and I posted it, but
Okay.
no,
They
there's
said there
not
wasn't
much
a
on
lot.
the river. There's a tanker, an oil tanker coming upbound, but it's going to stop at Sarnia south of me. John's making coffee.
I'm about to.
How many cups of coffee do you drink a day, Joe?
One.
Just one?
Just one.
Because I know a lot of people sit there, they got a coffee next to them, like me and my Pepsi.
No, one coffee. Make one cup. That's it. Very seldom that I do more than one. I may be doing baseball tonight. I mean, tomorrow night. Got to get with the coach. We're gonna probably tomorrow night at about 9 o'clock, 9:30, once it gets dark, go over to the stadium, turn on all the lights, turn on the big scoreboard, and I'm gonna put the drone up and get them a picture of the whole stadium with nobody in it with the scoreboard. Because they got Pepsi or Coke, one of the companies. The Commons, they're gonna do a complete wrap of the Commons of it.
Oh, they're putting advertisement up.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for pictures, they're wrapping different things, you know. So the whole common area, one whole wall is gonna be the stadium at nighttime with the scoreboard with the M on it, and I get to it'll be there as long as the school's there, and it's pretty cool because the pictures they're wrapping all of mine.
Well, I'm glad you got some excitement going there.
So I'll look at it this way: if my granddaughter winds up at Mandeville High School, to be able to say, "Hey, my grandfather took those pictures," you know.
This is a set sickness that's inside the Democratic Party, and unless they deal with it, they're going to have problems on the national stage.
I thank you, Carly. We'll check out Colin on the Republicans and their future in Wall Street Journal today. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you. You bet. Part of one of the experiments attached to the state.
I got myself into a bad habit. The bad habit is I don't use my dishwasher anymore because the dishwasher is just why waste the time, you know, with the money, the extra money. And I
Right.
wash the dishes after I use them, right? I haven't washed dishes in 2 days. I got my sink full of dishes. So, I'm guessing I wash them today.
Right. Shit, dude, if I was single, I'd be paper plating that plastic cup, plastic forks. I wouldn't be buying any damn dishes.
I'm thinking about it.
I try to do that as much as possible with the fucking kids because it saves so much time when cleaning, washing dishes.
Oh no.
You still got your Bucky cup?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, he sold it. He flipped it on eBay.
Oh, I
yesterday.
thought you put it on eBay and sold it. Yeah.
Shit, no, they're too easy to can't get no money for them things. Yeah, still got my bucky. Still got my buckies right here.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be my water. My this is gonna be my mug I use when I do my live stream. I'm drinking it at my desk. I can't say I'm a Bucky's fanboy because I've only been there one time, but it was pretty cool.
What did you say you paid for that? Like $20 or something?
$10 for the cup.
$10.
Cup was it wasn't bad for the cup.
Is it insulated?
Yeah, it's a thermal.
Okay, it's thermal cup.
It's like it's almost like a Yeti.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised you only bought one.
Well, that's all I wanted. It was either a red one or a white one.
Dude, we got so many of those fucking thermal cups. I hate when Sarah brings them home.
She brings them home?
Yeah, she gets cups all the time from work and shit.
Yeah, they all the reps.
Yeah, they don't be bringing in cheap shit neither. They'll bring in like a whole box of Yetis and just hand them out to everybody. There you go.
Oh no, that's how they do.
It's not cheap stuff, man. Them drug reps be spending some damn money on food and everything.
Now Art's got a
The puppet.
yeah, but what is it? Just the one puppet that's called Bucky, or
Yeah, just the little rat with fur on his tail.
okay?
Well, actually, he don't have fur on his tail. Without fur on his tail. I was looking at the at the video I did at Bucky's yesterday, and the way the building's set up, the building's facing the interstate. The main portal is facing the interstate, but the gas pumps kind of block the front of the building. And then the Bucky's on the top of the building that is painted on is facing the other way, which doesn't make sense. They should have had it facing the interstate. They have it facing to the
Right.
side. You know, and it didn't make, I did a top down shot on it.
Did you fly it with the drone?
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, I talked to the assistant general manager,
Right. She went out there with you, right?
and I told her I was going to go off the property to fly. She goes, I don't care where you fly. Because you can do it on the property, just find your spot, you know. I said, yeah, I'm not going to be around where the people are. I'm gonna move away, so everybody won't be paying attention to me.
What's up,
And
Bill?
she said, that's cool. She goes, when you going to do it? And I said, in a few minutes. She goes, well, I'll come out there. So she came out there and stood there while I was flying. When I was bringing it back, she goes, let me get back inside. That was cool, like that. But she was looking at some of the video I was doing, and she got my card, so she's supposed to look at it when I put it up. It went up this morning. I told her it would
Bill
be up this
said good morning to everybody. Uncle
Hey,
Bill's
Bill.
in the chat.
Who, Uncle Bill?
I already gave him a wrench for you, Paul.
Uncle Bill?
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle Bill?
I had a boat and a slub lady. What?
Well, I will tell you, if Bucky's was closer to me, not like almost an hour away, I would probably go there to get the sandwiches for lunch, because I've heard good things about the chicken. They said is the best chicken, better than Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and everything. And it's not that
That's
much difference in price.
pretty cool hyperlapse there. Wait.
Lance is going to be disappointed in me.
And hyperlapses are always cool when you got a lot of moving like vehicles and stuff in it.
That's what I'm getting at. Lance, I know you're going to be disappointed when you hear this. I did that Bucky video. I didn't do a hyperlapse. Didn't even think of a hyperlapse. So I was on my way home. Stop walking at me.
That would have been that would have looked cool.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, because a busy store like that, you're gonna have a lot of cars coming in and out, in and out, in and out every 2-3 minutes.
I'd have done 200. I'd have done about 200 shots of it, but I would have had about a 8-second one. Come here.
Yeah, it's crazy how long one will take, and then it's only like 8 or 10 seconds. It's like,
What I do with a hyperlapse, I usually do it to where it's about 8 seconds, about 8 seconds long. It's a good time. But then I'll stretch it to 10 seconds when I put it on post. So I'll get a 10-second hyperlapse. The amount of vehicles and people walking in and out of that thing on the angle about I got that shot with the interstate in the background, Lord, that would have been a lot of movement.
I think the Air 2 could do up to I want to say it was maybe a 30-second one.
And
But the problem was though, is it would use up the whole fucking battery. So you had to like get that drone in the air, go to where you wanted to do it, and park that bitch and just start getting it going as quick as possible, because you'd be down to like 10% battery when it would finish.
Yep.
Like, because it just took so fucking long to do that. Like, it was a shit ton of pictures. I want to say it was over 1,000.
I had a hard drive, a USB drive, one of these, failed on me yesterday. Yeah, I formatted it, started copying on it, and it gave me an error code, and it won't even read it now.
Here comes Uncle Bill.
Can't format it, can't do anything. Uncle Bill, what's up?
Well, how you guys doing?
Good, Bill. How you doing?
Yeah.
No, I'm all right.
Getting
No
ready for
work.
the big event?
Yeah. I mean, I got coolers in the car and water and soda and that's for Saturday. The meetup's tomorrow night
Oh.
here at the place.
Oh.
You know, the meet and greet. I mean, I'm just getting ready for the day
How
here.
are you gonna greet TJ?
Oh Lord, help me.
No, just give him a pool table. Apparently, he's got his own stick. He's a pool shark.
Oh, TJ is?
Yep.
Yeah, TJ has played in pool tournaments and stuff here.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
how does he play pool if he's clapping his hands and giggling all the time?
Apparently, he doesn't.
That's
Takes
where
it
he gets you.
serious.
then.
He bears down and takes it serious. You know. That doesn't make sense.
That's where he gets you. He lets you win the first couple games. And it's like $100 a ball, and the next thing you know, you done lost $1,200.
But
I'll be there next year. Next year, I'll bring my pool stick.
It's like that episode.
A bunch of them are at the hotel yesterday. Actually, they're here early. You know, and 4 guys stopped. Michael Wright and John.
Johnny.
Johnny.
No,
Lynn?
not Johnny. Johnny didn't come. Brad.
John Flynn, right? No, he's not in
No,
yet.
John, Connecticut Pirate. I think that's who it was. Whatever. Anyway, they stopped in, and I guess Mike was trying to lure me to come over to the hotel after work last night. I didn't see it till I got home, because he sent me a picture on Messenger with a big bottle of peanut butter whiskey. He said, "This is waiting for you here."
That's funny.
That thinks I'm a drunk. They didn't say being funny. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, but God, I was so burned out, tired, and all day. Plus, I had to make some stops at the store. You know, but they seem like they're already having a good time. So,
Well, Bill,
with the
how
rain.
how many people are gonna show up, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. He's got around 150 signed up.
Yeah, he said he got 150 signed up.
Yeah, give or take maybe 10 people that may not show up because of something last minute happened or something.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Yeah, at least I'd say at least 15. Don't or maybe even 20. We'll see. A lot of folks, it's free, so there's no real commitment. They said because they want to show up, and then, life gets in the way.
Right, and I have a last minute something going on.
Yeah, or they have a wife that says, "No effing way are you going?" So there is that.
Got shot up in the air, 20,000 feet, he said. Randy, what's up?
A Randy,
we've been busier than usual here because it's been raining a lot, so. And I guess up north, they got spring break in a lot of the schools up north this week for some reason. Ours already came and left. And, but yeah, it's been raining. That's why I told him Jesus is, power washing Stewart, Florida for the big meetup coming up. No, that's not right. That's awesome. Right off the bat, this is wrong. All right. But that's it. Thought I'd check in. I haven't been in here in a while, guys. So,
Well,
hey, how
Bill,
come I didn't
thanks,
have a
thanks
how
for
come I didn't have-
popping in.
how come I didn't have a wrench?
because this is a new channel, you probably would never been in the chat before.
Well-
Remember, we had to start Paul
Well,
a new channel a couple months ago.
It says that you have a wrench.
Well,
Now,
I gave him one just now.
Okay.
Like right when he came in the chat, I went and logged in and gave him one real quick, so you didn't have to worry about it.
You're a good man. So this is a new
It's just
channel, huh? What happened to the old one?
Paul got locked out of it,
Well, I can understand that.
and we
What?
could not figure out what email was attached to it. So it was a big nightmare. Because none of the emails he has on his computer, none of them were linked to that account. And he didn't have it public on his YouTube page, so we don't know what his email was. Oh my
Okay,
God, dude.
I'll be back in a minute.
Doug has been taking man-sized shits lately. Jesus. Bro.
hey, Justin, you heard about
Call
that
them
bus
fresh
driver?
crickets.
Heard about that bus driver in South Carolina? I think it was Sumter, South Carolina. She got arrested because
Was
she,
it Sumter? I thought that happened in Florida.
I thought it happened in, it says they got a Sumter, Florida.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, there is. Isn't that where there was a Fort
Hold on, let me
Sumter,
look.
Carolina, but there was one in Florida
Yeah.
too.
I heard
Let me
Sumter.
look.
They didn't say what state. That's why I just figured. But she said, I'm not stopping for any train like this. And she pulled over the track and stopped with the back by the track, right? And the kids were all screaming, there's a train coming, there's a train coming. And she just sat there. And then when the train got there, she moved a little bit. The train just barely touched the back of it and just missed them.
Well, you know what the kids also
Yeah,
said is that
that was
when
Sumter County,
when she
Florida.
got up, she started laughing.
Wow.
Yeah, that was Sumter County, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah,
In
and
jail.
she got 20 something counts of child endangerment. And
Yep.
she got
29.
reckless driving
Yep.
and all that. Yeah, it was crazy. And like I said, they're lucky that it basically scraped the back of the bus. It didn't clip it.
Yeah.
And they're lucky it just scraped it, because if it would have caught that bus at all, anything on that bus, it would have
Fun it
jerked
was,
that
yeah.
to the side.
Yeah, they would have died.
And it would have ripped that whole back of that bus off.
That's
And there
just,
were
you
still
can't
kids
imagine.
standing back there.
You can't imagine. I got a friend of mine that's an engineer, and I asked him about that one time. I said, "What does it feel like when you're getting close to a track and you see a car that's not ordered?" He says, "You can't stop it." He said, "You
Can't
can
do
stop
nothing.
it when you see it. When you see it, you can stop it, but it may take a half a mile to stop."
Yeah, and that train's it's a rolling fucking bunker,
Tank.
dude.
A tank.
It makes a tank look weak, man. Those things will just knock through damn near anything that comes across there.
He drives
I mean,
he goes
it
across the
doesn't.
Huey Long Bridge, and he says, "When I'm coming down that bridge," he said, "we have brakes on coming down the bridge." He said, "When we get to the main area where we start running into where we're going to have intersections, our brakes are still on because of the weight of the train."
Yeah, the weight of all the train behind them pushing them down.
Well, and the
He
thing
said-
is, too, is those trains don't budge. Like I said, when they hit a truck, an 18-wheeler, they just go right through it, dude. And that train doesn't move. I mean,
It
it's
just
just
bounds
stays
off.
right on the track. The only thing it's doing is chipping the paint on that damn thing.
Philip
Yep.
says crazy bus driver. She needs therapy.
Oh,
Now
she gonna get it.
yeah, she pissed. Again, like that's really bad. Like I said, in our district, if you do anything that you're not like, if you don't follow the 100% procedures across the railroad tracks, and they find out, you're just done. That's it. There ain't no
Yeah,
second
anything to
chance.
endanger one of them kids, boy, you in trouble.
But they're very strict on using the stop arms at stop and crossing railroad tracks. Those stop arms better be out when a kid's getting off and on,
Yep.
and you better follow every procedure when you get up those railroad tracks. Because if you're caught breaking any of the procedures for either one of those two things, you're done. That's it. You'll see me hanging out the back window yelling at cars for passing my bus. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
The formula that hits out one.
And some of them are just like so, like they'll pass you and they'll never even look at the bus. Like they just zone completely out and just go right through
Yeah.
it. I mean, you'll see it in their face. They're not even paying attention. They're just, and then if a kid crosses that road and you hit them, you guarantee you're going to get 12 to 15 years in prison for that.
Oh yeah.
And people just, I mean, they need to do like North Carolina did and just make make it so ridiculously expensive if you cross one of them stop arms. It lowered their percentage way down of people running the bus arms because of that, because they made it like $1,500 or something.
The backside of that bus. Fortunately,
Yeah.
everyone on board is okay, but that close call is having a lasting impact on at least some of the students who were on that bus.
Oh, yeah.
How do y'all feel about
Can you imagine the engineer of the feeling he had, knowing, hope I don't hit it, hope I don't hit it.
Bus driver appeared
Oh,
before
yeah, I can
the judge
imagine
during a
that.
virtual hearing yesterday. The judge set her bond at $30,000, and she faces dozens of counts of child endangerment.
Holding
Shalom
tank.
Paul shares video from inside the bus.
You know, Matt had a car back when Matt was a engineer that's what Matt used to do over in Australia before he started driving trucks. And he hit a car and it kind of fucked with him, so he ended up going to driving trucks instead.
Yep. It would bother me. My cousin Bobby, when he worked at Sire Motor Freight Line, they have a couple of places where they didn't
What's
hit
up,
the
Donald?
intersection had they used to have a guy out there with a light to let you know a train was coming. And
Mhm.
what happened was he was going over, he had a 57 Chevy and he's going over the tracks and the Illinois Central clipped him. Got him. He didn't see the train coming. Nobody was there at nighttime because now they have crossing stuff. You know, they didn't have it way back in the day. It was just the wooden sticks, it showed you
See,
crossing,
this is what I don't get. If you watch that video Donald put in there, right? The guy stops because the cross arms came down on his trailer, and it's like, so what? Fucking break those cross arms, get that truck off the tracks.
Yeah, it's just
Like, why are you worried
that
about
truck will
those
go
cross
do that.
arms? Oh yeah, those things will break. I've seen people run through them with little ass cars and break them off.
Yep.
Like, I don't know why cars and trucks will do that. They'll get in the middle of the track and then the arms start coming down and they get on top of their shit and they just stop like they can't do anything. It's like,
Yep.
pull the fuck forward. Break those arms off.
Oh my.
Trust me, your company would much rather have to pay for
I
broken
don't have
arms
anything
on a
go.
crossing than millions of dollars in damage.
Yep.
Oh, he was Hyde centered in that video? Okay. I thought he had just stopped because I've seen a couple videos of 18 wheelers that stopped on the tracks because the arms came down on their truck. It's like, dude, I'm not just sitting there. My ass is out of there. Oh yeah, we got a couple crossings here, Donald. that are like really steep when you go up them, and there's all kinds of warning signs. If you're an 18-wheeler or anything like that, don't come over those tracks. Because you will get high centered on them.
You ought to see this track in Metairie, Old Metairie. From the road to the top of the track is about an 8-foot difference, where it goes straight up and straight down. Talking about a crazy thing. So Johnny gave TJ his Giggles Award yesterday. I was hoping he was going to wait and give it to him at the meetup.
It's funny, I got Shithead of the Year award last year.
Yeah, he was showing it off yesterday. Oh, and then he was showing off the that balloon thing he's got that makes the noise. He's got 3 different sizes, and he was doing it in Johnny's ear yesterday.
Hello,
What's
Donald.
up, Donald?
Okay, so here is the issue with that truck. It was an oversized load. So
Right.
it had to file with the state for a
Oversized
basically
load permit.
a route to take the load. So that was the route that he was required to take.
Ah,
That sucks.
So
nobody thought of that, huh?
his flag car did not catch it. His flag car should have gone over. It should have been over first and said, "Hey, this is not going to happen." But it was the required route. The flag car didn't catch it, and so he followed and got high centered. And so, who's responsible for that? Well, we know it's not the train. The driver was following the prescribed route set by the state. The state, I think the state routed them wrong.
Well, it depends. Is there any fine print in the state legislation that says they can reroute because of possible?
Well, they set the route. It was their prescribed route, and when they apply for the oversized load to get the approved route, they have their weight, the length of the trailer. Basically, you have to give all the information of what you are driving.
Right. No, I get that. I was just wondering maybe if there's
that,
something in there that says they can go another.
That looked like just the back of a regular rig. That wasn't. That was one of those preformed buildings that gets set on a pad, like out you see satellite stations, stuff like that, like antennas, wireless communication stations. They always had that little building sitting on a pad. Those are preformed. They pour the pad, they bring that out there and just drop it down onto the pad. And so that was what that was. And when it hit, you can watch it rolls back a little bit, and it crushed the front of that train and sent one of the engineers to the hospital.
Good morning, Jody.
So it was solid, but the train, it still took forever to stop.
Oh yeah, that's one of those things. As the driver of the engineer, they can't do anything but hit the brakes and wait for the train to stop.
And that's what's so horrible. People will commit suicide by train, and I think that is the most selfish, horrible thing you can do to those engineers. They didn't ask for that.
Yep.
Right.
Well, that's the same thing with a cop, suicide by cop. That cop knows what it is, and he doesn't want to do it, but he's going to have to, you know. I saw one yesterday where the guy was in. I think it was a woman, actually. I think it was a big woman. She was in the car, and they were chasing her, and she went to an intersection. They clipped her back, and she came out shooting. And she got off about it was either I can't tell. I couldn't tell if it was a woman or a guy, but whoever it was got off about 10 shots at the cops before they got one and took them down. And that body was on the ground, and you kept hearing shots, and you kept seeing that body bounce. And then they were hollering, ceasefire like this, and you heard pop, pop, and it bounced again, and there another pop, another bounce. They were putting bullets in that person.
Yeah, but the difference is when you're a cop, you have training going into it, knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there has to be some sort of a training for engineers, but as like you're driving a train, you're not signing up for that.
Well, you got a point. Yeah, my son, when they had
Yeah,
a
exactly.
high speed up here where he was going 140 trying to catch these people. And when they finally caught him, the guy had made a curve he couldn't make and he flipped the thing down into the ravine. And my son said he said he had pulled his gun many a times. He said, but this one, he said he felt it was going to be real because the kid was getting out the back of the car. He was 16 years old, getting out to the back of the car, and he was looking down at the ground and he was reaching for something. And my son said he put that gun, he put that sight on him and told him, he said, let me see your hands. He said, if you reach for the ground, I'm shooting you. Because they had to figure, they knew it had to be something he was going for. And the kid finally, they got the kid up there. And when they went down there, sure enough, it was a 9mm sitting in the grass. And he
Well,
said
you're trained to
that was
assume
the
it's
closest he
always,
was. Oh yeah.
well, you're kind of trained to assume it's always the worst possibility because that's what they want you to plan for.
Yeah. I saw the body video and he told me, he said that was the first time and all the time he was there that he actually felt like he was getting ready to shoot somebody. He said he just knew. He said he knew if that kid picked up a gun, he was dead because there were three of them pointing at him, you know. And the other one had flipped out the car and he was laying in the grass with a broken femur. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, it ain't like the movies where they make it seem like they out there in a fucking gunfight every 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
There's some cops that can go an entire career without ever firing their weapon.
Then there's that one in South Carolina that was Beaufort City cop that the bank in Beaufort, South Carolina was getting robbed when I was there. Okay. And they got Beaufort City, Beaufort County, the Sheriff's Department, and State Police, all four agencies right there, right? And I was at the bank and I had come out and I was in my car and I was getting ready to leave. And the police started coming up because I was there getting money together. And the Beaufort City cop came up first. And I was on the other side of the parking lot and I could see it. And this guy come running out the thing and he reaches for his gun and he's not getting his gun out of his holster. And as he's reaching for it, the other people started shooting at the guy and they wound up getting the guy, right? The Beaufort City cop was on 20-something years. His gun was rusted to his holster. Where he hadn't taken it out and cleaned it, anything. It was stuck in there. It wouldn't
Wow,
come
that's
out.
crazy. That's wild.
Because there was a big thing about it. The state police guy with his car got out his car with his car still rolling and shot the guy first. You know, just didn't even get time to do anything. Slowed it down, got out the car, shot the guy. And the whole bottom line to it was when they finally realized and they told a story about what happened with the gun being rusted to the holster. He resigned. You know, he had to resign. 'Cause he was a dead person. If there would have been nobody else there, he'd have been dead. Yeah, you're supposed to have training. You're supposed to be using your weapon, everything. Justin, every 6 months, Justin and them had to go to the range. That's why when we went out there with that canic out in the woods, and we had that tree that was sitting there with a bunch of little bitty branches coming off of it, and I was trying to knock the branch off and I couldn't do it. Justin said, "Give me this, old man." Took the thing, first shot, hit that little branch. I said, "Bitch, leave me alone. Give me the gun back."
Paul, Joe, Justin, Bill, Donald.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, that's what he did. He looked at me and he said, "Just give it up, old man."
You got your hat on, Mark. Where you headed?
Nowhere, it's raining.
Oh,
Don't you hate
Man,
it when women are right?
he's just sprucing up this thing. Maybe I'll go get mine. Wear mine.
he doesn't like to get his hair wet.
He's got hair.
Yeah, on my chin and on the back of my head.
On the back of my head.
Yeah, the back of my head.
Was that chocolate milk or protein? Yeah, that's what it looked like, a protein from the top. That's what I thought it was.
Looks delicious. The way he's
Yeah.
gagging, trying to
No,
drink it.
you're probably taking
Nah,
medicine.
I trapped an air bubble. You ever do that? You drank too fast and trapped it. Now I got a mouthful of this stuff. I can't swallow it. Oh. So you gotta force that painful air bubble down.
He got vapor lock.
It is delicious. This is cafe latte.
Hey, Bill, next time that happens, what you want to do is go ahead, pull your spark plugs and crank the engine a couple times.
Well, I pulled my spark plug today already, so I'm all right.
We don't want to know about what you're pulling on.
Well, I didn't do it here. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm the only person here, so I'm in the process of setting everything up.
As long as they don't pull
He
a
never
spark
pulled
plug
a
in front of
spark
that
plug at the
camera, we're
bowling
good.
alley. And how many years has he worked there? I don't believe it.
Turns off all the cameras first.
Justin Messenger.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
already
Lord.
on it.
Oh, exclamation point. Justin Messenger. Well, at least there was no middle name in there.
Oh, she hates when I call her by her name.
Hey, Donald, my
Yes.
life will never be the same, and it's complete now. Look, I went to Buc-ee's yesterday.
Was that your first time?
First time.
What did you think about the bathrooms?
Oh my God. You can eat off the
Cleanest-
floor.
Yeah, amazing. Have you seen how much they pay people to work there?
Oh, I've seen the pricing. Yeah, I've seen what
They
their
have
scale.
the sign out front usually with their wages. And it's like, if there was a Buc-ee's around here, I'd quit my job and go. It's
I tell you what, I was looking at that. I was talking to assistant manager yesterday. I was talking to her, and I was looking at that, and I was thinking, shit, look at the money they're paying people. Assistant general manager, minimum 125.
Yeah, they're paying their management like Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know. Justin, did you get 125 at Walmart?
He probably not there right now. The general
Well,
manager
wasn't-
starts at 175.
Yeah, he wasn't a general manager.
No, I was a support manager. I was making
Support
at that
managers are
time-
still almost minimum wage. They're just a little bit above.
Oh no, I was way above minimum wage. I was at like 18, 19 an hour.
Well,
Then the
what they're
starting
saying
pay
now
was
is
15.
at Buc-ee's, the sign on the front of the building says assistant manager. How much?
It was starting
You
at
can get
125.
on weekends for cleaning the restrooms. You can get paid like $18 an hour, and if you work Saturdays, you get a pay bump. If you work Sundays, you get a pay bump.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to work weekends at Buc-ee's, you get a pay bump.
The bathrooms are so clean, Paul. When you walk in there, you think you got to wipe your feet.
Take your shoes off at the door, huh?
Yeah, you got to do something. Boy,
They're
man,
amazing.
I couldn't believe it.
And they got almost like full length doors. I mean, you if you go to a stall, you feel like you're private. You're not really
No big hole underneath, and no.
you're not looking at people walking. It's closed off. You're not looking at people walking past or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's
Well, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I went out, flew the drone, did everything, and I just barely had to go to the bathroom. I said, "Shit, I'm going to see the bathroom."
Well,
Yeah,
how much did
yeah.
how much did the general manager make a year?
Minimum's 175.
Boy, that's
175K.
That's the starting at Bucky's. I was thinking, shit, man. I mean, I need to come work here. I'd go back to work to do that.
yeah, but not only are you running a gas station, you're running a small ass fucking
Yeah, you're running.
department store almost.
You're running. They have. I mean, they're always got people just going through and shopping. You have like as many people in a Bucky's as in your average Walmart, but they're in that smaller space.
And yeah. Now I probably if I would have went there when they first started with the experience I had with the restaurants and everything, I may have been able to get into the food side.
Job on that.
And that would have
They'll
probably
send you
been,
to their brisket school and
yeah.
teach you how to make their brisket or how to run that kitchen. And
I know. I would love to have been able to run one of those. Because I guarantee you that's more money than I was making at Pizza Hut. And I was making 65 at Pizza Hut. They'd probably pay me more than that. That would have been worth an hour drive each way. Buy me a big old freaking Lincoln it feels like a sofa on wheels. And that hour drive, nothing. You know? See that Lincoln I used to have, that Lincoln Town Car? I used to take off the Lafayette up north, everything with that thing. Man, you get out of that thing, you're still comfortable. That car drove itself.
Mad Prop
Yeah.
says he's never heard of Bucky's.
They're slowly expanding out. They'll probably be in your area at some point. They're starting to open locations up a lot more places. They're just, I think they're a little bit more picky about where they open up at.
Hey, Randy, that's the way it's spelled. They spell it a little different. But I went through and I took some video around the store and everything. And like I was saying yesterday, I was going to put the drone up and I was looking around. I was going to ask somebody and I saw this woman walking across and she had the blue jeans on and a different color shirt. And I said, well, she got to be important like that. So and she's walking directly to me and I'm walking directly to her. So I just stopped her and started talking to her. And she was the assistant general manager. And I had my press stuff on and everything. And I said, look, I got a question. I want to find out if you can have any problem with it. I said, I had to do a shoot right down the street. And I said, I'm here. I said, it's my first time here. I said, I really like it. And I said, but I'm going to put my drone up now. I'll go off the property so I won't be on your property when I take off and all of this. She says, what kind of drone? I told her, I said, a DJI Mavic 3, big one. And she said, oh, that'd be cool. She goes, I don't care where you can fly from here. My dad, she goes, that's no problem. She says, I won't stop you. I said, yeah, I'm gonna put it up in a minute. I said, do you have any specific place? I said, I would probably go in a corner where there's nobody, fly from there. She said, well, where you gonna be? And I told her where I was gonna go. And she said, okay. So when you gonna do that? And this is a few minutes. So I said, I'm gonna go out and eat my sandwich for her. I got a brisket. And when I ate that, and I saw her walking across the parking lot coming over to me. And I put the drone up and she watched me fly a little bit. Was watching and said, that's cool. Let me get back inside. So I don't know if she was just being cool or she was making sure I was okay, you know. But she was doing her job.
She was flirting with you, Joe.
The number of people that go to Bucky's and film, every travel
they don't care.
Channel does it.
That's probably what their hierarchy tells everybody. There's going to be people walking around here with cameras. Let them do it. It's advertising.
Why would you? I mean, why would you want to be all anti-camera? Because
they don't
just
want people
promote your
camping
business
on
in
their
a good way.
They don't want people camping there, pulling over and camping for the night and sleeping there. But
yeah, they got signs on the outskirts of it. No overnight, no 24-hour camping, no overnight. If you got an 18-wheeler, you ain't getting it. You can't pull it in.
It's cars only.
Well, they had a couple of trucks pulling trailers yesterday, like horse trailers and stuff. We went through there, but they don't mind that. They've got places for the they had a whole bunch of of mobile homes pull in.
So what, like big trucks and shit can't come in there
No
Right.
Stuff
18
like
wheels,
that.
nothing.
unless they're filling them back up with fuel. That'd be the only
No,
time they go out on it.
no trucks, no 18
No,
wheels.
they have to have tankers bringing fuel.
That's what I'm saying. Those would be
Yeah,
the only
that's
trucks
the
that'd
only
be
thing.
allowed
Yeah,
in there.
that's the only thing.
Yeah.
And that's completely away from them.
Anything
got it
that's
completely
business
away.
related would be a fine.
Yeah, but they'll have the tanker come in, but that's it, But I tell you what, and the thing is you better be paying attention because every lane has a direction to go in. And it tells you it's got like Interstate 10 East, Interstate West, like this. And and there's no
Oh,
stop
when you pull up.
signs. There's no stop signs. There's a line. You pull up and you get that line, you better stop for somebody. This one had 120 gas pumps.
And so you ended up getting yourself a souvenir mug.
And a brisket.
You mean you
Yeah,
didn't buy a
the
bucky hat?
brisket is not the best brisket in the world,
It
but
was not.
when you are driving down the road and you
It's a
want to
good
pull
one.
over for lunch, it's good.
Well, let me tell you, I started eating it, and every once in a while I got a piece of gristle, right?
Mhm.
And I got that little piece of gristle, and I put it on the side with a little piece of meat on it. When I got home, my dog's got a little bit of gristle and some bucky brisket. You should have seen
you
them. They
said
were
that their chicken is supposed to be superior, right?
well. That's what the guy was telling me. He was sitting there. It reminded me of Uncle Bill. It was an old guy sitting there, waiting for his wife, right, in a truck, sitting there, and his wife come out, and she was Filipino. And that's the first thing I thought about was Uncle Bill, And I was talking to him for about 5 minutes, and he said he got the brisket. He said it's good. He said, but next time you're here, you got to get the chicken. He said the chicken is better than Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. He said the chicken is the best thing here. They said they got a turkey sandwich that's pretty good. See, if I live closer, and it's not that much more expensive than anybody else for the sandwiches.
Mhm.
You just go in there, grab your sandwich, and you eat.
No,
If I was getting lunch somewhere.
when we go down to we've been down to San Antonio a few times, and we'll usually stop at Bucky's, and that'll be a lunch stop because we don't have to go anywhere. We just go in. Although to save time, we stop at Bucky's and spend more time shopping than we ever would have done if we went to a sit-down restaurant.
You got a point.
I
But
thought
don't
This is the Bucky Lovers Club.
I thought
I
Well,
should have known Don's here. Don
There you
heard
go,
us
Uncle
talk
Bill.
about Bucky's and he came in.
Uncle Bill. There you go. Look.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Do you have a stuffed Bucky's that you
Yeah, I
talk
saw
to?
him. I almost got one for my granddaughter, but I said, "Oh hell no! I don't want to have to listen to it. I'll be thinking of art."
Yeah, who wants to do that?
They had a couple of stuffed Buckies that were bigger than art. What are you talking about?
Oh, so they were like middle sized.
Yeah, they had some of them up on the top where you couldn't get to them. If you want them, they'd come get them for you. Those suckers were like 2 feet, 3 feet.
3 feet. Yeah, that's about art. There you go. Got it.
that's getting on for Bob Dempsey size, that.
Yeah.
How tall
We're
are
gonna-
you, Mark?
5'7".
I got the feeling you weren't exactly a redwood yourself there, homie.
No,
He was a little spruce.
Yeah, it's 5'7" was average, in the 1800s.
We're gonna get. Hey, next year we're gonna have Bob Dempsey and Art come to the Florida meetup, and we're gonna have them play a game of pool. Make sure you get a stool.
Wow. You guys are cruel, man. Cruel.
to give out a ladder when they give him his rental car the other year.
Did they really?
Yeah, they gave him one here to climb in. They had to help him in.
Me instead of a normal car. He couldn't get in.
Yeah, I would think like a Prius would be like a mansion for him.
Who, Artie? You're talking about
Yeah.
Artie? Yeah, he rented, I guess they didn't have what he rented. So they said, how about a Jeep, whatever the hell it was, but
It was a
it had like
Cherokee, I
over,
think.
I forget, but it wasn't just like, it
It
wasn't
had
a regular
oversized
one
tires,
either.
off-road tires?
It had oversized tires on it. It was way the hell up there. Yeah, yeah. He never drove it when he was down here. Like he drove it from the airport to the hotel, and then I drove him everywhere. And then I had to help him get in it so he could drive it back to the airport. I was like, well,
Wow.
that was perfect. That was a good use of your money.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, Sarah says she wants to go to Buc-ee's so bad.
Yeah, she's been wanting to go there for a
Well,
while.
if she comes to Mardi Gras, she can stop at Buc-ee's on the way here. You'll get hit both.
There's one that's
Hey,
they
Justin,
opened up
take her
the
to a
rest.
Buc-ee's. What kind of man doesn't take his wife to a Buc-ee's?
I'd
How can you
take
call
her to
yourself a
Buc-ee's.
man if you have not taken your wife to a Buc-ee's?
Hello.
I don't have a problem going to Buc-ee's.
And
But
not
it's the
not
nearest
just
one's
take her
like
to a
2 hours
Buc-ee's.
away though.
She requested it. That's the main
the
thing, is that
nearest
she wants to go to a Buc-ee's, and
the
you haven't
nearest
taken
one's
her
like
to a Buc-ee's.
yeah, but the nearest one's like 2 hours away.
You know what,
If we
Sarah?
were going that way, I would definitely stop.
It's all right.
Sarah's a
While you're there.
independent, confident woman. I think she could find Buc-ee's on her own. I think I'll just leave you at home one day and just go to Buc-ee's. Hey, screw you, Justin. I'm going to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty out my gas tank to go to that gas station, Buc-ee's, to fill it up and empty it out on the way back again. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Bill, don't you ever have adventures? Don't you ever just say, screw it, I'm going to go have an adventure today?
I do that every time I go in the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec.
He's off on an adventure.
Yeah, he does that. Dad's when he goes on the Harley or the scooter. Well, the weather looks nice in Augusta.
Where is that where they're doing
Yes, the Masters.
I don't watch that stuff. Dude.
First major of the season.
Yeah, but I was going to put some washing on straight after. I won't present the broom cocker. One broom. Is it this? Tonight. Yeah, it's on the sort of apologize. Well, for everything. Me too.
So, from the skepticism, I take it Bill has never been to a Buc-ee's.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like. Or he just didn't care for it.
They say they have over 10,000 employees, founded in 1982. Revenue is $2.1 billion a year.
And
Kind of ghetto for today's standards.
one of their biggest things is their branding. They'll buy other brands, talk to them into giving them a white label and then slapping the Buc-ee's logo on it.
Yeah.
And so you go in there, everything is Buc-ee's branded. I mean, brilliant.
And on the back it says Yukon. And Buc-ee's. See, I bought the one. I
Justin,
bought
do
the.
you have a Buc-ee's near you?
Yeah, about 2 hours away.
Oh,
I bought the white one because it just had the Buc-ee on the front. The other ones had Harrison, Mississippi, and all kind of writing all over. I just thought this one just looked cleaner, you know. It made a statement to me. I liked it, and that was only $10. $10.98. That's what it cost for this one. If you'd have bought $14.98 for a 30-ounce one, but I figured I really don't need a 30-ounce one.
Hell, that's 2 pints of yours, isn't it?
Yeah, this is 20 ounce. You know.
Well, 20 ounces is one of our pints.
Yeah, this would be good if if I'm gonna drink water out of it, but it would have been perfect for like my coffee in the morning, you know?
Mm.
Maybe a 20-ounce coffee and that'd be good. It's like 2 cups.
You know, I don't have anything
Oh, you see what you started in the chat?
branded Bucky's except for a Bucky sticker on my drone case.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds to me like you got someplace to go, Justin.
You gonna be
Yeah, look
driving.
at all that crap Donald just started in the chat.
What? Oh, that shit. She just asked a question. Am I not worth the 2-hour drive? And I from what little
There it
I've
goes.
dealt with her, I believe she is easily worth the 2-hour drive. It would be a chance for you guys to bond. I guarantee there's other things to look at while you're out and going to Bucky's, so you make it a day-long adventure.
You need to bring all the kids with you
Take it as a
and go
chance
make
to
it a family
reconnect.
fun.
No, dump the kids. Screw them. They don't need to go to Bucky's. You take kids to Bucky's, they're just going to want to grab everything and have you buy everything.
Well, you know, Bucky's, you see, Mississippi's got gambling all over the place. So it's cheaper to go to Bucky's because you know you can leave with something than go into the casino. So that's how I look at it.
Well, Donald could make it a real adventure and go in the dune buggy. The adventure would be whether he would actually get there or not.
Hey, shut up. I have a plan for getting a new engine for that thing.
You gotta buy a lawnmower?
No. No, every time it breaks down, I'm going to put $1 in a little breakdown jar. And I should have enough money for a new
About a
engine by Christmas.
About a week.
They're only like 1,000 some odd.
Yeah.
No, 5,000 for a brand new one.
I
Hey, if
ought to
you
go
drop,
get me a plane ticket and fly to South Florida for the meetup and surprise everybody.
There you go.
Just show up at the hotel. Or show up
Well,
at
I
the
got a
meetup
good
that morning.
excuse again
What
this year.
airport's closest to you, Joe?
Oh, I got an airport right here within a half hour. New Orleans International.
Oh, New Orleans International. Okay.
Or I could go over to Gulfport, which is about an hour away. And that's another international. And go from there.
Well, did you price the tickets?
I ain't worried about it. If I got a baseball game Friday night. That's the whole problem.
Oh.
Friday night I got one. And Monday I got one.
not a baseball game.
All the prices are expensive, aren't they, though, because it's spring break?
Yeah, that's the whole problem too. That's a bigger problem.
Well, I mean, if you don't fly into Orlando, you're going to pay out the ass anywhere else you land.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
My idiot desk person was supposed to be here at 10:30. I just called and woke him up. So I got to go because I'm going to end up on the desk until he shows up, and I got other things to do. So peace.
Okay, Bill. Hey, thanks for popping in.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Have a
Bye.
great time. Have a great time at the show.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he'll be streaming live the whole show.
Yeah, but there's nothing doing today, is there? It doesn't start until the meet and greet.
Yeah, the
Oh,
meet
I
and greet
think
tomorrow.
they got.
Well, and that's not even. I mean, that's not even really the start of it because they don't do the actual meetup till the next day.
Yeah, on Saturday.
I tell you what, when you go, if you get there and you got a ticket, they're not letting anybody, if they're leaving, you can't give a ticket to anybody else. The tickets are going to be, as they're handing out, your names are going to be put on it so they know the ticket belongs to you. You got to be there by 10 o'clock because the people walk up and that don't even belong there and get tickets. They will give them to and win prizes. But there's about 20 drones. They have about 20 drones as giveaways.
Yeah, they've got a lot. Even that Evelyn, what's it, from China has donated.
Yeah.
And apparently.
Evelyn Chan sent him a Neil.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be allowed to bring 20 of your family members with you to try to win either. I've seen
You ought to
that
get one
happen
ticket. One ticket,
couple of times.
like Wedge and Big did. He brought all his family members, and everybody won something. Yeah, they put a stop to all of that. You get one ticket per person. If you got a family member that flies a drone and they sign up too, they give them each a ticket, you know. But you're not gonna, if you got 10 kids there, you can't give 10 tickets out. But if at 10 o'clock they're gonna stop giving tickets, you show there at 10:01 and that you don't get a ticket. They don't want anybody just walking up at the last minute, getting a ticket and winning. Which is a good thing. But I tell you what, that'd be a cool prize to win, like a Neo 2. I think the biggest drone they got is a Neo 2 out there. I think somebody donated a Nevada 2. I think it's a
You
Nevada
guys
2
will get to
also.
see who leaves their drone this year at the meetup.
Well, nobody's lost it the last 2 years. That's the good news.
Oh, I know. But remember when fucking Dennis Lovelady drove off and left the Mavic 3 with the case and everything there?
Left it on the table.
That was Dennis, wasn't it?
Dennis
Yeah.
Lovely.
It was just lucky that somebody was
Somebody
honest
picked it up
found it.
and made a phone call. Hey, I found this drone out here. Somebody might have left it.
Well, like I said, it was they were being honest. You know, anybody could have tried to steal that thing.
Yeah. They were lucky, very lucky on that one.
You can invest 5 years. You can spread your investment over those terms that best suit your needs.
That earring I'm working on, it came
Yeah.
out almost okay. Like that. It's gonna be a dangler. It says Mandeville 60 seasons. Then on the back it's gonna say seize the day.
It's an awful big earring.
Well, it's a dangler, you know. The danglers they want one big. Because it's just hang and kind of float. Not as big as you think.
Why don't you do it properly? Don't write Caesar Day, put Carpe Diem.
Yeah, that's what I ought to say.
Yeah.
But the problem I got, it's not, I really need to print these with a 0.2.
The problem
point-
is he's in Louisiana. If you say carpe anything, they think you're talking about fish.
Yeah. No, that's the kind of fish Art catches.
Either that or Apple CarPlay.
Art's got all of these pictures of him with carps.
Yeah,
that.
That's what he fishes for mainly, I think.
Yeah, in Louisiana, people hold up redfish and speckled trout. You catch a carp, you throw it back.
That was from the movie Waiting when you guys said Carve. Said Carve, these nuts. He walked in the kitchen. He said, "This is the kitchen staff."
Gotta change that color. I don't like black up there.
Yeah, it's quite a big thing over there, specialist carp fishermen.
White.
They are bony, but supposedly if you know how to cook them.
Oh, Polish use carp as their Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fishing's really big over here. It's just people specialize in whatever area they live in. That's the fish they know.
Mm.
We were in California. There was a reservoir we went fishing at, and there were a lot of you were catching carp, big carp in it, right? And my let's see, it's my brother-in-law's son brought us out there, and his thing was, hey, these things are good to eat. So we were catching 2 or 3 pounds at a piece, you know. So we brought on about 15 of them, I went out and filleted all of these things and cleaned them all up and everything. And when we started cooking them and everything, they were real mushy. I told them, I said, y'all been away from Louisiana too long. It was the nastiest thing I ever tasted.
Yeah, they taste very earthy.
Yes,
Oh,
they taste like mud.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
extremely bony. The meat is soft. Basically, you're just sorting through mush, pulling out bones. Yeah.
freshwater fish are earthy in taste because there's no salt to taste it.
Yeah, but I mean, some are worse. I mean, catfish.
Oh, I had a guy I used to work with used to go all over the world fishing for catfish.
Although I do like catfish.
Yeah.
I've never had catfish. I have got a catfish in my fish tank, but I've never had catfish.
Catfish are very common over here. That's what we went when we caught all those fish from my grandpa's lake when he had it like reclayed, like just resealed up and then filled it back up. And we went over to this lady's house. Those 55-gallon drums, and she was like had way too many fish in this little ass lake. And we were catching big ass catfish like every 10 seconds. Like that's all it took when you threw a line in there. We took about 200-300 of them over to my grandpa's house and dumped them in his lake.
Yeah, I used to have a Pimela della Pictus, which is a beautiful looking catfish. It was only about 3-4 inches long, but it was silver with black spots and long whiskers. I've never seen one for sale since then.
You know, it's a bad sign about your job when you visit Indeed like it's a porn site every single day. What's new?
Yeah. Telling you something there, Donald.
Like, ooh, look at that one. Mm-hmm.
It's even worse when you say, ooh.
Sarah's looking at jobs right now at her work, working from home.
They probably pay crap for that job.
Can you not just go for a refurbished engine, Donald? I mean, Anne Maria's just had a reconditioned engine put in her X-Trail was 1,200 quid to buy.
You can get a rebuilt engine, yes, if you find a good rebuilder.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cost you about half of a brand new build.
Yeah.
So yes, I could do that. Or I could spring for a brand new build.
You could rebuild your own, probably cheaper than that. And I mean,
oh yeah,
the engine's not exactly difficult.
I'm going to run this for a while. The problem with this engine right now, the main problem with it is that I've got hammered in valve seat and on this one head, and I could take it in to a machine shop and have them work on it. But if I take it into a machine shop, I'm going to spend almost as much as it would cost to buy new heads and valves. Yeah. Anyway, I can buy new heads and valves that are brand new machined.
Yeah.
For about $1,200, and that's probably gonna be my next step on this thing, is doing that, and then I'll just have to pull the jugs off of I'll have to pull the engine out and just do a top-down rebuild. The jugs are good. I'll just have to mate those to the new heads and make sure my clearance is right with some shims.
Put new piston rings in while you're at it.
Yeah, if I'm down that far, yeah, do a ring job on it since you're already pulling the jugs off. Last I looked, heck, if I would go a full top down rebuild, new jugs and pistons are not that much either. They're like $700
Mhm.
for the full thing. So I could do a top down rebuild for around $2,000.
Yeah.
Or a top end rebuild. But
Go, Paul.
Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well have the crankshaft reground and new shells as well.
no, at that point, it's no longer a top end.
Nevada 360.
And once I do
Me.
that, I'm getting to the price point where I might as well just sell that engine as it sits.
Order
buy
it,
a new
Joe.
one.
Order it.
Oh wow, they
Okay,
actually got 15 in stock.
Yes,
I
but
got 13 left. There's a 13 left.
That's
I can have it
that's always
Sunday.
my thing. Is like it would cost me this much to rebuild the top end on that thing, but I could count that as a discount for a brand new engine.
Hmm.
you know damn well that it is much more interesting buying all the bits and doing it yourself than it is just going out and buying a new engine.
You know what is very, very interesting?
Mhm.
Driving.
Yeah.
You know, the
It
good part
depends
about
on
that,
why
you get
you-
another
It
RC2.
depends on why you own the vehicle. If you own the vehicle, if your hobby is taking it apart and doing stuff on it, then that is the hobby. And that's kind of what this has turned into.
That's pretty much what it seems yours is.
No, I drive it. I drove it all last summer.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
only
You should be,
it's just saying that still right now because I've got the wiring that I'm doing.
you should be able to rebuild the engine in about 2 days.
Hmm.
Hell, they got Maria's engine from the what's it, the supplier on Thursday, and she had it back and MOT'd on Wednesday afternoon.
Yep. If I had the ambition, I could have. I'm just a couple hours finished on the wiring, but by the end of the day, I'm just usually beat. Have no ambition.
Mm.
Okay. I think all of my reports are done. Go back to my to-do list. Check every single one of those guys. And double check that they are running.
It's tempting, Paul.
Do it, Joe.
It's tempting.
What?
He's
Right
gonna buy
here.
the 360.
When can you get it by?
Sunday.
Johnny's didn't arrive yet, did it?
No, I'll have it before Johnny, and I'll have a video up before John. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about it.
Well, first you got to order it and then cancel it and then give it a good thought. It's normally what you do.
I could always order it, cancel it, and send it back.
And then order it again.
Order it, fly it, and send it back, right? I'm telling you, I'm tempted.
We'll get about 10 hours worth of video and then you can like break it up over like a 6-month period.
Well,
and
the way to
send
look
you
at
out
it,
there.
Joe, is that that's the same amount of money you'd have spent going to a South Florida meetup. By the time you figure airfare and everything else, what the hell
Oh,
you
I
end up
just
with a
felt-
drone?
He'd have spent about that if he was going for a day, maybe.
I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you, I'm itching.
Well, on the
I'm like Paul, there's like a Boston cream, baby.
I had a look on the website yesterday, and the drone only is out of stock here.
And if you notice on this watch, this is the good part about it. Let me put it back up. If you look at it, right, you notice this protection. This item will be covered by your multi-protection plan. So the protection's on it already. I don't have to worry about putting it on. I'll put it on State Farm anyway.
Yeah, Amazon does that thing where they go back so much time and they cover all your purchases.
Well, I've got the monthly fee I pay.
Yeah, it's like $16 a month, but they'll go back up to, I think, what is it, a year?
Yeah, it's worth $16 a month to have. No, it doesn't. It's not a year. It's longer than that because I got stuff that's on it for 2 years that's still covered. And I've had three things have to be replaced, and no questions asked. They make sure it's on the plan. I bought it during the plan, and it's okay. And if they want it back, they'll send me a box to send it back to them, and they'll give me my money back. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know.
How many do they have available?
They got 13 left.
You better jump on it, Joe.
Thinking about it. Nobody twist my arm. Nobody twist my arm. I pot him. Don't twist my arm.
We won't.
Oh,
If-
I twisted it.
If
I
was
twisted it.
Twist your arm for you.
What do you think,
Now,
Donald?
now it does say it only covers up to 5,000, but it doesn't say per year though.
Yeah.
So it might be once you hit that $5,000 limit, maybe you're just not allowed to use it anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I haven't used near 5,000.
I'd definitely call though, and at least get the talk to somebody and get all the fine print of it, so you know exactly what you're paying for.
Hit the buy button.
Thinking about it. What do you think, Donald?
I only have one drone because I can only fly one drone at a time.
Well, I agree, but this is the 360 footage. I get some pretty good stuff of 360.
And
Really?
his
What
competition.
will you get with a 360 you can't get with some other drone?
Now
Oh,
his
yeah.
competition is Johnny, and Johnny's got one coming, but he doesn't.
Oh,
would
it's
get
really no
his before
competition.
Johnny.
That's the only thing I want it for is if I go fly like by the tugboat, I want to be able to do that 360, come back, do the keyframes and everything for it. Just to have it look, but I could turn the drone around and do that.
Yes, but for flying through the tugboat, that would give you a lot more situational awareness if you're going to fly through it.
I'm not flying through it again. Never.
Okay. In that case, you're not putting yourself into a situation where you have to reframe later.
Yeah.
You're offsetting the work that you could be doing while you're flying. You're offsetting that framing work for later on. That's all
Yep.
you're doing.
Yep.
I would wait. Go fly with Johnny. See how you like it. If you just really enjoy flying it, that would be a great reason to buy it. If you're getting it to just get footage, most of what everybody's shooting, they can get the footage
Mm-hmm.
with just their drone
Oh,
and actually frame up in flight.
let's go back to the Neo, the original Neo. I hate it because it's so
Huh?
light and it doesn't. If it would fly around in the house, I would be happy with it.
Mhm.
But it's too light to be outside. When you add the light to it, you give it a little bit of weight. It helps.
This is why I would wait till Johnny gets his, go out
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
fly
thinking.
his, and see how you like the feel of it.
Yeah, and then you got what you call it, the when you went to the Neo 2, the difference in size makes the whole difference. That one flies beautiful, right? Same thing with the original Levada. I wish I'd have kept my original Levada because they were a freaking tank. Those things flew like a tank. I mean, you could feel it when you were flying it, you could feel the weight of it. You knew the weight of it, how it was going to drift and everything. When you
Yeah.
went to the Avata 2, it made a big difference in it because it a little bit lighter, but you could handle better. Now this is bigger than the Avata 2. So I think this is going to be better just because of the size and the weight. I think that would make a heck of a difference.
Well, and they're always getting the stability improvements. Listen, I love the Phantom. The Phantom was a
Yeah.
snake.
I'm jumping
Phantom
off. I'll catch
4,
y'all later.
V2 is what I flew
Hey,
most
see-
Yeah,
of
Jonathan.
when I was working. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what I flew most of the time. In fact, it's probably the drone that I've had the most hours on. Because this Air 3S, I have not put up in the air nearly enough.
Right.
But this Air 3S, it outflies that just because of the stability. I mean, it outflies it
Yep.
hand down.
Oh yeah, Air 3S is beautiful.
Yeah.
There's gonna be more Air 3Ss at the meetup this year than anything else.
Mhm. Now I flew the Mavic 2, I think it was. We had rented one for a shoot, and I don't remember why we rented it instead of just flying the Phantom 4. We'd rented it, and it was about the same size, weight as the Air 3S, but it was not nearly as stable because they're always improving the stability of these things.
Only 11 left. They sold 2 since we've been here.
That's why I
Yep,
say
yep.
what's going to happen is
Those are the
Yes.
only ones left in the world. They'll get more.
you're going
they'll
to
get
kick
more.
your ass when you can't get one.
But Johnny's gonna have one. I'll be able to fly it next week and see what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is the video. I want to take the video and run it through and see how it is, the keyframe it and everything. Then I might say, yeah, I want one. I could wait a month. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not. I could wait 2 months till I
Mhm.
start doing football again, and I'm making all that money and just pay for it. But it's tempting. I'm telling you, tempting.
That radical Islamic regime now in Iranian military will control that waterway. But right now,
Very much tempting.
small but perhaps significant sign of movement in the strait. The first oil tanker since the ceasefire.
One thing they don't do, what was it they don't do? When you get the package, you don't get props, extra props either. They don't give you extra props. I don't know why they're doing that. I think the biggest thing that I would like out of this is the fact that you get the controller to go with it. And that way you don't have to move a controller back and forth to everything. And I haven't heard anybody talk about it yet, so. Now, the one drone I heard talk about, a lot of people have said how much they like it is the flip. Because that you can stick it in your pocket. It's stable, it's small enough that it folded up and you can put it, if you got cargo pants on, you put it in your side pocket, take it with you. And Marcus says the flip's good. Everybody that's got one at the meetup, it's gonna be at the meetup, like Josh and all of them, say how much they love it. And those things are going down in price quick. You get the flip fly more kit for like $600 now. But I don't want a small drone. I don't want a drone like that.
For hike, I always thought it was a good drone if you were like hiking, stuff like that. Something
yeah.
you need lightweight that you want to just be able to pop up in the air and
Yeah, that was the drone I was gonna purchase to take with me for when I'm doing like parades or something that I need something outdoor and I could just have it with me. Put it in a little bag on my side, hook it to my side, grab it when I need it. But I said, you know what? Half of the time I got my car right next to me. I can just put the Air 3S in. See, because that's the whole thing. I'm looking at the pros and cons of this. The only pro is the 360 footage. And I haven't ever edited one, so I don't know if I'd be pissed off doing it. I'll probably come right to it, understand it. I looked at the videos on how to do it. It doesn't look that hard.
It's not hard.
He said it is or it's not.
No, it's not hard. Editing 360 is not that hard. You go through and you move your field of view around. That's a little different. You're controlling how wide of a shot you want. And
Yeah, what you want to see, what you want to focus
the
on.
problem I have with it, it's a very, it's easy to misuse the keyframes in it. I see too many people going from like a fisheye view to going down and doing narrow view, and that look, I can't stand it. It's
Yeah.
just, you're not communicating anything with that
Right.
camera move. You're just doing it because you can and you think it's neat. But
Right. Yeah, that's the only thing. And like I've said to Johnny, I said the only thing that stops me from really jumping on it right now is what do I really have to fly here? Except for like the tugboat or the lighthouse. Maybe like the Wooden Boat Festival would be cool when all the boats in there and going over the bridge when it's open and things like that. But if I was like in New Orleans and I was do like Superdome and all the stuff there, it would make a big difference.
yeah, but would you be able to get the same or better footage with your existing drone?
I think I could get the same or better. Because if I want to do a shot where I'm going towards it and then I'm turned around, I could go towards it and start making that turn or even make the turn and do it with the drone. So I could do the same kind of look. It's just, it won't get that fisheye effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I could get the same kind of look by just spinning it around to a 180,
I would wait and let people, because if you're buying a gimmick, you're throwing your money away. Because how many people, when the zoom lenses first came out, and you see people buy and do that Hitchcock effect, and every video had that stupid Hitchcock effect for no reason other than the fact that they had zoom now and they could do it. They weren't using the Hitchcock effect for an actual reason. They were just doing that effect because it was new to the drone, and then it got old so fast. And so if you're buying something for this look, just remember that look is going to get old. It's fad. It's going to get old really, really quick.
Yeah. That's like easy acro. How many times I really do easy acro with the drones? Because I'm not flying at FPV. I'm flying at FPV, but not FPV. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it through the goggles and all of that, and I'm flying it like that, but I don't want to do all the flips and all that because the flips don't really, I'll do it every once in a while. And the Neo 2, no power. Don't try to do any kind of flips with the Neo 2. No power. Avata 2 will do it. The original Avata, Lord help me. If it would have had easy acro, would have made a big difference. Because that, like I said, that sucker, I've got video of that one flying around here, and I'm going around in a curve, and I can see my shadow, and I'm going around in the curve with that sucker, and it just feels heavy. And I'm so mad at myself for selling those. Because I sold $1,200, 2 drones. I had one in the box. I could have kept them, and I had a brand new one in the box. I had 4 batteries for it. I should have never sold that one. The guy emailed me about a week later. He dumped one of them in his pond. One was in his pond. So, I mean, that was a mistake. The Mini 3 Pro, I don't feel bad about selling. Like I said, I really don't like the mini drone. That's why I don't have a Mini 5. So, yeah, I could do this, and the only reason that, let's see, they got 8 left. 8 left. Yeah, Lon stuck it on drones and coffee. So everybody's seeing it, and I bet you it's people from them buying it. And I could buy the same thing they got from Evelyn Chan. It's just the battery and the drone for 400. The only reason I would buy this is just to get that extra control in the 3 batteries. Because that controller by itself almost $400.
Yes, it is.
Joe, you've not flown up that river for a while.
Hmm? What'd you say?
You've not flown up that river for a while.
Yeah. I still got that other Neo 2 for sale too. Nobody bought it. Now, if somebody buy that real quick, I might buy this. I've got people asking me about them, but ain't nobody buying. Where you located? I'm in Mandeville. Don't ask me back. One guy said, I'll buy it today. Where you located? I'm in Mandeville. Okay. Nobody says anything. I hate Marketplace.
They're carrying 172 billion barrels of oil and refined products like jet fuel. It will take the product about a month to hit all the refineries and forward, according to experts at Rystad Energy. So that's
I can't understand why people keep asking where you are, because it tells them where you are on the advert.
Saudi Arabia.
I know.
Yes, that's the
I hate when they do that.
You just don't want that to go back down what she's got now.
Plus, if I go to Evelyn Chain, I don't pay tax. That's the other thing.
It's not taxifying.
I just have to wait.
Mhm.
And I think she's out of them right now too.
Very much
They'll be there.
Does she offer free shipping?
It's free shipping. You pay it through PayPal, and you just pay the PayPal fee, like the 4% above. So if she wants $469, you give her another 4% above that, and she covers everything else. Let's see.
thinks it's accomplishing right now, which is zero. President Trump is looking to hold NATO's feet to the fire on their participation or not.
Hey, the last guy said this was on Sunday. Where you located? Mandeville? Didn't say nothing back. I tell you what, I've been getting a lot of sketchy looking people too asking me about it.
On those allies. None of these people, including very disappointing NATO, understood anything unless they have pressure placed upon them. He also said NATO wasn't there when we needed them, and they won't be there.
30 or 20 years.
This guy's in New Orleans. Oh Lord, this guy from Colombia, Mexico. Colombia, wherever it's from Mexico. He's a content creator, digital creator.
You know, a very difficult job. And a friend of the United States.
He got tattoos all on his neck.
Doing his best.
Lord help me. Bring a bunch of guns with me.
And these are countries like France and Spain, in particular, the UK has been disgraceful. These should be our best and strongest allies, but you have to bear in mind that New Europe and Poland in particular, the Baltics, the Scandinavian countries have really stepped up.
Now, I always look at the profiles too.
Old Europe countries into doing more. So I think the situation is salvageable. I think the
Look how stupid this is. I got a thing across that says, you have 17 years of friendship with Nick Trombator. A freaking son, you stupid ass. I got 29 years of friendship with him, you stupid ass.
And a news conference he's holding, and with him
are some of the families of victims murdered by illegal criminals. This month marks 1 year since Steve has relaunched.
Look at this picture, Paul. Let me show you. One of my favorite pictures.
Trump's first term to support victims of illegal.
That's Tino when he was about a year old.
Biden administration.
Nick sitting in the chair. See that red chair? That's the one Tino loves. That red chair? That's his favorite chair.
Ah,
It sits over there where the cage is at now. And all he does is lay in that thing.
that's his chair.
That's his chair. But that's Nick back in 2019. Now Tino was 2 years old.
And we hear you. Through the voice office, we are committing to ensuring that no one's left behind. And I just want to say on a personal note, the families you see up there have become really close with. They're part of the Ace family.
Yeah, that was actually that's after he came back from TBS the first time because he's got his hoodie on. It's got the logo.
Individuals, these families who are no longer with their loved ones because they didn't get the justice they deserve.
That's crazy.
Reason why ICE now
This pic right here. Look, I was going to do something over at the house, and I saw this guy standing out there, and I said, "Who in the hell is that guy out there wearing a set of camel bottoms and boots and that like that?" And when I pulled in, I noticed it was Nick. I said, "Oh shit! I didn't even recognize you in that." That was the first day he was going to the recruiting station up in Baton Rouge to do some stuff with him. The stuff he's wearing is all from Colonel Cassidy from Junior ROTC. That's his boots, everything else. Cassidy told him, "I like you that much. Here, we don't spend any money." Gave him the boots, gave him the pants, everything, and we still got him in the back. Yep. Well, Paul, I'm gonna jump off because I got to get ready to go bring these pictures and get my money.
Okay, well, we can just shut her down.
Yeah, I'll be here later.
Okay, we'll see you later today, everybody. Thanks for being here. Take care.
Later, guys.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Don.